Happy New Year, everybody. Yes, welcome 2026. And let's look at some market updates. My name is Roxanne Govari with Pemberley Realty here in San Diego, along with my partner, Santiago Guerin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. New year, new market update. Everyone's excited to know what's going to go on this year in real estate, and we're just as excited, right, Roxanne?
That's right. We cannot wait. Now, 2025 was a record year for us, right? We helped a lot of families and we sold a lot of real estate, and we are excited that 2026 is going to be even better than 2025.
I agree.
At least with our business.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Okay, so on that note, let's see how the market did.
Let's take a look.
Right now, one thing that I was thinking was that towards the end of the year, we actually had a little bit of an uptick in activity, and we got most of the inventory that we had on as active on the MLS. Basically, we put it under contract, which was kind of surprising, right?
Yeah.
So let's see if those numbers are reflected in the actual statistics and if it actually shows in there, right?
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and take a look at those numbers, and then we can analyze them.
Yeah.
So we are going to take a look at 92116 first, because that's where our main office is located, and then start talking about it. So, do you want to go ahead and
Yeah.
do some analyzing?
I mean, it looks new listings, only 3 new listings, not that many. Then I mean, pending sales did go up to 5. Closed sales 10. Stayed the same. Median sales price was a lot lower compared to last year. For the month.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Days on the market 31 days, a whole lot more compared to last year. And then inventory of homes here shows 8. So monthly supply of inventory 0.7, which is pretty low. So
Very low.
yeah, kind of
Very
contradicting
low.
what we're saying. But I mean, overall in the year to date, so compared to last year, um, we had almost the same amount of new listings. We had a little bit less pending sales and a little bit less closed sales. So that's pretty interesting. But overall, the median sales price did go up 12%.
But you know what? This actually lines up with what we experienced, because if you think about it, we we sold everything that we had in our inventory. And if the monthly supply of inventory went down from 2.4 to zero point 0.7, that means the ones that really needed to purchase
Or
didn't
so,
have any choice but to buy what was on the market. So that's probably why we saw the uptick, and
yeah,
that's one of the reasons. Of course, the other reasons is because we're so great at doing the marketing and negotiating, right?
yeah,
But also the market helped us. If there's not enough homes to for people to buy, then they're just going to buy whatever is available, and
yeah,
which is what we experienced.
yeah. I could agree with that. That's very true.
So, okay, but here's the other part that's very interesting. Now, on the median sales price, 1 month we cannot make a judgment as far as this 30%
Yeah.
drop, right? Because we're comparing three homes. That doesn't really do a whole lot. But if
Hmm.
you look at the whole year to date, that actually is a very interesting number,
Yeah.
and it surprises me.
Yeah, I mean, this basically shows basically a full year. So from January till December, I mean, home values appreciated 12% in 92116. That's, pretty shocking.
It is pretty shocking because I was actually under the impression that we had lost some value.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna stay kind of the same, maybe if anything go up just a little bit, but I mean, 12% is pretty good.
Is significant,
Yeah, exactly.
especially if you think about it. Let's say you had inflation at 2.5 3%. So set aside 2.7 towards inflation. That still means that you had 10% appreciation, which is insane if you think
Yeah,
about it, because 10% appreciation for 1 year, that is
yeah,
still a very strong market.
I could agree with that. That's very true. So not
So
bad.
let's move
Yeah,
over to the condos
yeah.
and
I mean,
okay, so go ahead.
the condos, there was no new listings in December. Pending sales three, closed sales four. Median sales price did go up. Um, Days on the market, you know, longer times on the market. Inventory of homes for sale just one, and monthly supply of inventory zero point 0.1. So kind of like we were talking before with the other ones, it looks like the homes that were sitting there, they sold. They needed to be gone, so they were sold. Year to date, also we see the appreciation of the value. 15% from 535 to 615, which is pretty significant.
Hmm.
And then there was a growth last year of new listings. There was more sales and more pending sales in the condo market compared to 2023 or 2024.
20
24.
compared to 2024, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then if we are looking at our graph, um, this graph is always interesting to me because on the single family homes we are significantly above average in the county, and if
Yeah.
we're looking at condos, it's the exact opposite. So
I think the condos, because I mean I feel here in the 92116 area the condos are a little bit smaller, so I think maybe that plays a factor.
yeah,
But
I agree.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's exactly what plays the factor into it. So let's move on and look at
yeah,
other zip codes that we compare. Of course, if you are new to our channel and you're just watching this, we our main office is in 92116 with our secondary office in Del Mar. So we are comparing. We're not comparing North Park to or University Heights to Del Mar, but we are comparing University Heights, Kensington, and Normal Heights, which make up the 92116 zip code, to Hillcrest and Mission Hills, which is our neighboring zip code of 92103. And
yeah,
then we are comparing the coastal of 92014 Del Mar to the inland zip code of Carmel Valley 92130, and those give us a better window of what's going on between zip codes. So we're going to switch over to 92103 and see what happens. What happened in December in 92103?
let's check it
Go
out.
ahead.
So new listings four stayed the same as last year. Pending sales 11. So it looks like those homes were getting sold. Closed sales nine. Median sales price also went up 17%. Um, you know, Days on market until sale 18. That's pretty surprising.
Hmm.
Um, and then inventory of homes for sale went down to one. So kind of correlates with 92116. Here on the year to date, though, it looks like homes didn't appreciate as much. If you see, it's
Hmm.
only zero point 0.6. So this is where we're kind of thinking for the 92116 zip code too. But here it just went up zero point 0.6. Very interesting on this end.
So if you look at it, days on market overall went up, which is
Yeah,
what we experienced.
yeah,
Days on market in December did not go up, which correlates with the fact that you had less inventory. So therefore, the same story as what we were describing in 92116, not enough homes for sale. So people had to go for what was on the market, which means that whatever was on the market got sold quickly because of lack of inventory. But overall, the days on market went up. Now, here, I think what we're looking at is the median sales price in 92116 is 1.4 versus median sales price in Mission Hills being 1.7.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the reason why you don't see as much appreciation. Let's move on to the market, to the condo market, and see if that theory actually holds true. And I would say that theory holds true because you do see some more appreciation, not as large appreciation as you saw in 92116, where we see 15% appreciation, but also you see a median sales price of 615 versus 800.
Yeah. So I mean, here you see new listings only 4, pending sales 10, and closed sales 9. So that's a lot less compared to the year before, so 2024. And then median sales price went up. Days on the market, 75 days. Here it's kind of, a lot of time, but inventory also low, 0.7. So that's very interesting. And then, like we said, 3.9 increase in the median sales price through the whole year.
Yeah.
But pretty interesting. And overall, the days on market did also for the whole year did go up.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You could kind of say significantly, right? By 15 days.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if 15 days is significant or not, but it's definitely larger.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you interpret the data here?
Here, I mean, everything is pretty much well above the average in San Diego County. So, the sell house for a home, residential, single family, way almost double, the price, and then the median sales price for a townhouse condo also above the
exactly. Okay, and then we're moving on to Del Mar, and let's look at these numbers here.
Yeah, I mean, here numbers can be a little bit more, going up and down, since the home prices could fluctuate between 3 or 4 million to 15 to 20 million. So,
right.
So it's kind of hard to get some numbers here, but new listings 4, pending sales 7, closed sales 6, median sales price did go up. Days on the market 92. That's a long time. Del Mar did have a larger inventory, so 2.7.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So that's different compared to the more south, 92116 and our other zip codes. On the year to date, you do see that there's a price drop, 9.7.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's such a niche market that it's like, is it really going down in value, or it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. You're right. And let's move on to, because the telltale, I feel like the telltale is really in the condo market, because the condo market in Del Mar is a lot more affordable, and probably not, the swing is not like this with single family homes. You could have a single family home at $50 million and one at $3 million. So the swing is very large, but I feel like the condo is not as large of a gap between prices.
Yeah, I mean, here only 2 new listings, 1 pending sales, 2 closed sales. Not too much. 100 days on the market, which is extremely high, and then inventory of homes for sale 7, the supply 1.8. Overall, it did appreciate in value looks for the whole year, so it went from 1.65 to 2 million, so
Yeah.
20% increase. And but yeah, I mean, pretty different compared to the other zip codes.
Very different, very different. Now it'll be interesting how different it will be to 92130, but
Yeah.
let's look at this.
Hmm.
And yeah, this is also significantly higher than the average of the county. So
Yeah.
let's jump to 92130 and let's look at those numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to go ahead and interpret these numbers, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, here's surprisingly no new listings in December for the whole 92130 zip code. Is kind of interesting that no
Very
one.
interesting.
Yeah. And then pending sales went down to 6, closed sales, 14. Median sales price did go up during the month of December, but if we look over to the year to date, it went down 2.4.
Yeah.
So different compared to our other zip codes.
Let's jump to Del Mar and make that comparison. So here you went down by 9%, but the average, the median sales price is at almost 3.1,
Exactly.
and in Carmel Valley, price did go down, not as significantly, but the median sales price is at 2.5
Yeah.
compared to 3.1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then here the monthly supply of inventory 0.2. So basically no inventory during the month of December.
Yeah. But interesting that even though even though there was no inventory, the days on market until sale still was way higher than the year before.
I agree. Yeah, very
Yeah.
interesting. And then here, if we go to the condos and attached units, also zero new listings, so no listings overall. Condos
I
are.
cannot believe that.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And then pending sales 5, closed sales 11. Also, like we see the other ones. I mean, I'm going down to the month supply of inventory 0.3, so no inventory there as well. Median sales price did go up, 12%. But if we go to the year to date, it went down 0.5, so kind of stayed the same pretty much.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And then as far as again the county comparison, again, very
well above
the average of the rest of the county.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Well, then let's switch over and look at some inventory and some actual inventory and see what sold and what didn't in our two favorite zip codes, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
92116 and 92014. Okay, where we like to play, and let's look at what's pending, what's sold, and let's go back and do close of escrow date of December 1st. Yeah. Now let's see what's on the market. Well, this one's been on the market for a while, so I'm going to go and look for something that's new, which there isn't much new because there wasn't much inventory going on the market. But I think this one we may not have seen. So 1552 Camino del Mar, number 401. It's a 1-bedroom, 2-bath unit at 1,000 square feet. And let's take a look at pictures and see what we're looking at. Okay, this is a complex that's right on the water. And we actually have been by this complex many times, right? It's a great location. So this is actually a very, very desirable unit, I would say, right? I don't know about spending that kind of money on a one bedroom, but hey, you have unobstructed view of the ocean.
Yeah.
There's definitely value to that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And HOA fee of 481. That's not that bad
No,
in today's day and age. So
exactly. Yeah.
um, so okay, and then let's move on and see. So that's the cheapest, and the most expensive, and 32 days on the market. We may not have seen this, but we also may. So let me see: 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,000 square feet. I think we have seen this. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the next one that's on the market for less than 30 days, just to make sure that we are hitting the new ones on the market. And I think this might be it. And this one is 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, and 3,700 square feet at 354 Ocean View Avenue. And let's see, beautiful view. And oh, ooh, this is actually very nice. I really like this. It looks like a nice garage. Looks like a beautiful home right on the water, and beautiful views. And oh, look at the expansive yard in the front. Now this is definitely very, very nice. I would say beautiful yard, 2-story home. This one is definitely something that I would say has the wow factor to it. One thing that I can see is it's on the other side from Camino del Mar, so it does have a little bit of road noise, but even with that, if you have so much yard in front of you and still have unobstructed view of the ocean, uh, this is definitely a winner,
Yeah. Definitely.
right?
Yeah. It looks very, very nice.
Looks very, very nice. Okay. All right. So let's move on to 92116 and see what's the cheapest and then what's the most expensive. So cheapest looks like 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 858 square feet. Now this is actually very affordable. And this is actually a really good price. So let's take a look. 460 thousand, which is actually a really good price for this. So this is very, very interesting, very affordable, and I think if you want to be in the heart of the city, this is definitely a very good purchase. Wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah. I mean, it looks like it's, you know, well done.
Well done. The
And
only drawback is you don't have washer and dryer inside the unit, but hey, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 858 square feet for 460. That's not bad,
yeah. Yeah.
right? Okay, all right. And then let's look at what's the most expensive. And 7 days on the market, definitely something we can get used to. But this is actually a repeat. It's been on the market before. So I'm going to move on to this one, 4665 Arizona. And let's take a look at this one. And I don't think we have seen this before, but I know that this has been on the market for a while as
Yeah.
well. And it's a flip. Um, and it's a beautiful property, and I think it's actually a very good price for it. But we are looking for something that we have not seen before, and that would be this one. So 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1815 square feet for 1,850,000, and a nice size pool, and a lush landscaping in the front, beautiful living room, and a lot of original charm for sure.
Yeah.
So this is, and it's a 2-story home. with the primary bedroom upstairs facing the pool, which is very attractive. So definitely a nice, attractive home. And so 1.8 is the price that you would have to pay for something like this. So, there you have it, folks. And hope you enjoyed our market update for the month of December, which is the most comprehensive, I would
Yeah.
say, right?
Yeah. And we talk about what went on the whole year. So
Absolutely. Okay, so that being said, we are here to service you if you are thinking of buying or selling in San Diego or anywhere in the U.S. We would love to be your go-to realtors, and you can reach out to me at my phone number here, or you could reach out to Santiago. There's his phone number.
there.
You can reach out to us via our website, or you can reach out to us and give us a follow on Instagram. And Santiago, what do you want them to do if they are seeing us here on YouTube?
Thumbs up. A thumbs up on YouTube and subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to that channel so as we are posting these videos, these informative videos, you're able to see them and join us for the ride. And make it a great day.
Bye, everyone. And we'll see you on the next video.